Lakeside Legends back at it, and I got a question for you guys. Have you ever felt like your relationship has been kept a secret? Do you know what that's like? This is Lakeside Legends. I'm Aaron.
L.
Josh.
Ricky.
Today we're talking about pocketing. What the hell is pocketing? So pocketing is when you're being kept a secret from that person's friends, their family, social media. That's pretty much what it is. I'm sure we've all been victims of that, or we do that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yeah,
I think so.
Definitely both ways.
So what are a couple signs, Josh, that you're being pocketed?
I mean, if you're, talking to a girl or a guy or whatever it is, whatever your deal is here, but and if you're never meeting their parents, never meeting their friends, right? Everything's super, inclusive, then you're probably being pocketed, I would say. I mean, what do you think, Ricky? I mean, right? I mean, that would be a sign for me.
Yeah, I think like you never go out to dinner with them.
Was there a time frame though?
What do you mean?
There is a time frame, 100%. Because in the beginning, and when you're trying to get to know somebody, I feel like
Good question, by the way.
that is a great question. And in the beginning, I feel like, maybe you don't want to, you know what I mean?
Do
You
a
don't
soft
want to bring them out. You know what I mean? You're not sure yet. You
Yes.
know.
The soft launch.
Yeah. Exactly.
Soft launch. Yeah. No, I think that's definitely some signs of being pocketed for sure. You
So
know.
what's a good time for a soft launch, do you think?
I'd say after a few months.
A few months.
Yeah, unless it's one of you guys, then you guys get soft launched. Everybody.
Everyone's tattooed arm has been one of her pictures.
I love you guys. My fake
Gets the people.
boyfriends.
Yeah, her fake boyfriends.
But I mean, that's if you want to even be soft launched. How do you even know? I mean, you could go out with a chick and be dating a chick or doing whatever, but maybe you don't want to be soft launched, or maybe you don't want to be a commitment.
Yeah, I believe it could be discretionary as well, because sometimes you don't want to let everyone know exactly who your person is, and it doesn't have to be because of like fear of intimacy with them or fear of you being rejected. Sometimes it just could be discretion, I think.
And fear of intimacy, which gets me to my next thing, which is why pocketing happens, right? Because I think people pocket people because they're scared of commitment. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Or, they want to keep their options open, right?
Yep.
I think to me that's a big one. Keeping
That's a
options,
huge one.
keeping
Yeah, that's
options open.
90% of it.
The thing is, like, here's my take on it. Like, if one person makes you feel good, what about 2 or 3 people? You know what I mean?
Right.
And like the other day, shout out to our friend Tony. We love you. We were walking into the bar, and she's like, "Oh, I need you to be my emotional support person. Hold my hand." And I'm like, I am not walking into BJ's holding your hand.
I'm single,
No.
baby.
Yeah, I'm single. I don't want someone thinking whatever. So she grabbed Ralph. Love you, my brother. She grabbed Ralph's hand and she walked in. She's like, "See, everyone thinks we're boyfriend and girlfriend." I go, "That's exactly why I don't want to hold your hand.
Yeah.
I'm here all the time. I don't want no one thinking I'm in a relationship when I'm not."
But if somebody did that to either of you, would you tell them no? Delete it? Untag me?
What do you mean? If somebody just put me on their social media?
Say you're at
no.
dinner and they're like, tagged you, you're going to say no. Delete that right
never.
now.
Not because here's the thing, unless it's on my social media,
Right.
then
You don't have to repost it.
Right.
You know what I
Doesn't
mean?
count.
Yeah, you can tag me all you want. That's fine. That's you doing your thing. You know what I mean? But if it's on my social media, then it's probably something that I would probably get questioned on for sure. You know what I mean? But if you want to tag me on your social media, doing whatever, then that's you blowing up your own fucking spot. You know what I'm saying? That's not me.
Yeah, that's true. Because you don't have to repost it. You always have the option.
Yeah, no, totally. No, exactly. What do you think the impacts of pocketing does, though, to you?
It depends on what I believe that you're after in that moment. If it's like a personal impact and you're really into that person, I feel like that could have it could be detrimental to your security within that individual.
I agree.
It could be detrimental, and they may not even be trying to do that to you, because I always feel like when you're in a relationship, one person wants it more than the other. Have you ever felt like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's usually the female.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Well, in a relationship, I would say usually the female. But if you're not in a relationship, the male's going to be chasing,
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I totally. But of course, in the beginning, it's going to be one or the other.
Yeah.
Because think about it, if it's at the same time, then you guys are probably getting in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
if you're matching each other's energy, you're
You
probably
guys are
gonna
probably
end-
going to start dating.
Right,
long
because
term.
what's there to stop you if everything's
Yeah.
going perfect for both of you and you both feel you're on the same
There's always
level?
a push and pull, though, in the beginning, for sure. And then, obviously, it's when the other person catches the same feelings that the other person already had in the beginning, then you're dating. You know what I mean? If that doesn't happen, then you're probably not dating.
You
Probably
were in the
playing pocket pool.
You're in the pocket, baby.
8 ball corner pocket, baby. I don't know. I think going back to I think pocketing could be like related to breadcrumbing too. I think pocketing is a form of breadcrumbing also. You know, you're waiting for that person to post you and they don't. You know, like I just don't post people because I don't want to be questioned about anything. You know?
Well, I mean, but pocketing is you're already advanced in the breadcrumbing stage in the sense that now you're hanging out because she is hanging out with you or he's hanging out with you.
Yeah, that's a great
You're
point.
just not, you don't know friends, you don't know family, you don't know anything.
Yeah.
She's probably making excuses, you know, not hanging out all the time because it's got to be convenient for her because there's other people in her life and she doesn't want you to know about these people, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more advanced stage of breadcrumbing, I would think, you know. But do you think pocketing is a red flag?
I believe that pocketing could be a form of a red flag, and here's why. So it could be that that particular individual that you're in a relationship with or you're trying to pursue the relationship with, they could be keeping you hidden from the public because of like maybe you have baggage. Maybe you have either emotional baggage or you have children and they don't want to introduce you, or maybe they're just testing the waters to see if you're the right fit for them. So they'll hide you out. They'll take you to like the Wallapies.
We're going camping.
We're going
We have
camping.
no service here, baby.
Right,
Sorry.
exactly. No one knows where you're at. No one can see you. You're more likely to get, seen by Bigfoot than anyone else.
Put this bag over your face.
Yeah, don't worry. I brought you, a nice piece of attire for the day.
Right?
You know what helps with that?
What?
Blacked out windows.
Right?
I don't want no one knowing who's in my car.
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. And that's another thing too. If like, you got tinted windows. I mean, you're driving with a chick. I mean, it's an advantage for you. Huh,
It's a
Snacks?
small town. You're gonna see all of my cars, and it's for no reason. It's not like I'm dating someone. It's not like I'm getting in trouble. I just don't want no one knowing my personal business.
Right.
Like my personal life is my personal life, and I like to keep it like that. But like we always talk about, I'm not opposed to like bringing someone around. But like the point that you brought up, like not bringing someone around and pocketing them, like you just be straight. I'm embarrassed that I'm fucking with this person, dude.
Oh, 100%.
I'm totally embarrassed, dude.
Oh, yeah. You get that knot in your stomach and you're just like, this is way below my standard.
Yeah.
But, I
But
have
here I am.
You're good enough
Yeah.
to fuck, but that's
Right,
it.
and I haven't tossed that oyster in my shorts in a while. I gotta.
But my thing is like pocketing is not always a red flag, right? I'm in a really interesting situation right now where I'm probably being pocketed, but it's by design, and we both know what it is.
Yeah.
And I like it. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's something. I'm glad you talked about that because there's something to be said about when you're fucking around with someone and nobody else in the planet knows who they are. Like it's just both of you doing whatever, and like nobody knows
That's
about
like a
it.
mutual understanding.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome.
That's intentional pocketing.
Yes.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting that pocket.
But neither
baby.
of you guys want it, so is it really pocketing?
Yeah, I mean, it is, I think, right?
By
I think it's-
definition,
I think
I
it
think so,
is.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
it is by
because nobody knows.
But I feel like
Nobody
pocketing
knows.
is like
Nobody will
intentional.
know. You said
Like you're
what?
personally you're not posting somebody on purpose. That's like you guys have an agreement and it's set.
But we're still keeping each other from
The general public.
from
Yeah,
everything.
but it's a mutual agreement.
It is, yeah. I still think it falls under pocket. Intentional pocketing.
Yeah, because
It's like you're calling your shot, 8 ball corner pocket.
right. 8 ball corner pocket. Yeah, I love
We're in
that.
scratches.
That's awesome.
How do you think, is there certain ways that like, how would you handle being pocketed?
Oh, just start an argument. Why the fuck don't you post me, Ricky?
That's-
Why haven't you posted me?
Well, you've asked me
Are you
this
embarrassed? Are you embarrassed of me, Ricky?
So you could put that pressure on him, right?
And
Yeah.
force them.
Right.
before. Put the pressure.
Yeah.
We can just break up.
But here's my question to that. Let's make up a situation here, right? So you're pressuring someone into, you're having that conversation. Why didn't you post me? Whatever. And if they don't post you, what are you gonna do? Leave them?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So the
Like,
answer is no.
Yeah,
the answer
Right?
is no.
The answer is no, right? Which is this, So now you move into, are you agreeing to be pocketed now?
You give it an ultimatum, and usually you're like, oh, okay, fine, don't post me then.
But he goes, I don't give a shit. I'm not posting you. What are you gonna do? Leave me?
Yeah.
And then they don't leave.
Sign this NDA.
So then we're back to the mutual agreement. We're back to the mutual agreement now.
Back to a mutual agreement. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how deep the relationship is. Like, if you're not posting your girlfriend after so long, like, or introducing her to family or friends, there's something wrong.
So here's the question I have. If you guys decide that you're going to be together, right?
Right.
Like you have that conversation. You know what I mean? You know, you're cut off. So you tell them I'm cut off. You know, it's just me and you. And then you still don't know the family. You still are not introduced to the family. What is that? Is that just like a deeper, that's rough, right?
Like,
because
so you mean if you tell someone like, hey, we're exclusive with each
Yeah.
other, and then you still don't meet anyone else?
I guess you still don't have to post them because some people just don't post. In 5 years, I posted my ex maybe 10 times.
yeah.
You were being pocketed. You were pocketing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
for sure.
but it was like
Pocket
neither of
masters.
us really posted that much. And when I did, it was like a family photo or something like that. But I didn't post a lot.
No.
But you're not going to introduce me to your family. That's a little weird. Like, what do we do for holidays?
Yeah, I know. That's
I go to my family, you go to yours. Yeah. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, honey.
how was Christmas, babe?
Family hierarchy.
You want to do Black Friday after?
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about all this, Nax? What do you think about the whole?
Well, let's see. We defined what pocketing is. Pocketing is when you are intentionally or you have an agreement with someone that you're not going to be shared on social media, introduced to their family or their friends. I don't know. I think it's a safe way to go for a soft launch. But, you know, if you want to keep someone, you probably should start introducing them to your family and friends. I think we could all be clear, though, and say that if you're not introduced to their family, they don't really see a future with you
100%.
because it's actions over words.
Right.
Right.
However, like, have you ever been in a situation where you've been pocketed or you've been hidden or whatever it is, and it turns out to be something really good, and then you end up meeting the family, you end up, you know, meeting all the friends, and you end up doing this stuff, and their friends are like, who is this? And you're like, dude, we've been dating for years. You know what I mean? Like, do you think that that's something, a possibility, or is it just, if you're being pocketed, you got to know in your head that there's no future? Is that what it is?
That's what I feel like it is to me.
I think so, yeah. After a certain point, though. I don't want to meet your mom after a couple months.
Yeah, I agree. It's got to
After
be.
a certain point, like,
You should expect
we're hanging
it.
out.
Family
We're
functions.
going on family trips together now.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be
That-
there even if you're not, I guess.
Right. That's being private versus being secretive. I feel like it's private. That's kind of like the initial in the beginning. This is between you and I. It's a mutual agreement. And then after the fact, like if one wants to be introduced to the nuclear family, then that's just being secretive. And I think at that point, then you either have to accept the terms and conditions that you've been given, or fucking, you know,
Yeah.
you'll see taillights going down the road, you know?
So I know we're trying to get out of here on this, but I have one other thing. What if you have been in relationships before where you've been so hurt, right? And you don't want to make it public, right? So you're going to pocket them or whatever because you don't want to have to explain anything. You don't want to have to explain why you broke up. Or, you know,
why the pictures keep coming off and on
Off
Instagram,
and on,
and
and
why
you know
they're
what I mean?
taken out of your profile.
Yeah.
That's a
You know
whole
what I mean?
thing.
There's a whole defense to that. Like there's a whole defensive way of doing that when, you know, maybe you're starting to like somebody and you're just not sure yet, you know?
Right, that's
and
fair, but there's boundaries and respect to the other person that you're now going to be with.
Yeah.
I think there's a term to that. It's called groundhogging. When you continue to go day in and day out, and you're just getting the same exact thing over and over again. How exhausting could that be?
Shout-
It has to be super exhausting. Shout out to Groundhog's Day
Yeah,
for
Bill
groundhogging.
Murray. That was a great ass movie. All right, so that's pocketing. We talked about what it is. We talked about why it might be harmful to some people.
Sure.
How to handle it. You know, that's all I got to say about that. You guys are good?
Yeah. No.
All right. Lakeside Legends, please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things that are going to help this channel grow. So please support us. My name is Aaron.
Oh.
Josh,
Ricky.
Later.
peace.